Islanders, you can't make this stuff up. We don't make it up. We only report on it. It's out with the old. It's in with the new. It's interesting timing, though. At just about the same time that the Carnival Ecstasy arrives at her final resting place. She arrived in Turkey. She has not been breached yet, but she's at the scrapyard. The same time that takes place, the Carnival Celebration. Carnival's brand new cruise ship. It embarks passengers on board. It leaves Southampton. It's headed to Miami. We'll talk about both of those stories, and we're going to talk about this. Value in cruising. We have seen cruise prices remain historically low for 2021, 2022, and now going into 2023. So many of you have taken more cruises than you've ever taken since the cruise restart. We're going to talk about this pricing, why pricing is low, and how long it will last. Let's talk about cruising and cruise news right now on Island Time. A big happy Monday to all you Islanders. I hope your weekend was great. I hope your week is off to a great start. This is Island Time. I am Derek, and all of us now are going to drop our anchors. We're going to take some time and spend together in the islands. I first have to thank you so much for last night. We had a great live show. We gave away almost $100 to you fellow Islanders. You got to choose gift cards of where you wanted your gift cards to be, what cruise line, and everyone chose Carnival. I was so surprised by that. We had fun. We're going to do it all over again next Sunday night. But for now, let's spend some time here talking about cruising and cruise news. We have two stories from Carnival, but don't miss the end of the show as we talk about value in cruising and how long these low prices will last with cruising. But let's get started with this first. After 31 years of service, the Carnival Ecstasy has arrived at her final resting place. This story is a difficult story, but it's a little bit easier because we knew it was coming. The last sailing for the Ecstasy was October the 10th. It concluded. It was a 5-day sailing. She spent almost 3 weeks to get to her final destination. She was going slow. She was maximizing her fuel economy, but she is anchored off of the scrapyard off the coast of Turkey. They're offloading crew members, offloading some items on board, but in the coming days, she will be breached, and they will begin to recycle all kinds of items on board. They will recycle even the metal, start to cut the metal down. The Ecstasy will live on, believe it or not. The chairs that are in lounges and theaters will be sold. They'll be in hotels somewhere, maybe in Eastern Europe. The metal, of course, will be recycled and used again. She will live on, but she is being scrapped. We were happy to see the send-off that Carnival was able to give her, and many of you Islanders were on that cruise October the 10th. Let me ask you Islanders this. I don't have a cruise ship that I would choose for this question, but you may. If you could scrap one cruise ship from any cruise line, what ship would that be? Have you had such a bad experience that you would say that ship needs to go? I don't have one at all, but maybe you do. If you do, share that in the comment section below. Share your experience. It'll be interesting to see if anyone has a ship they want to scrap. This ship's not going to be scrapped for a long time. The Carnival Celebration. She is finally sailing with paying passengers from Southampton. She is headed to Miami, a 14-day transatlantic cruise, and she looks beautiful. She looks stunning. She really does. She's going to arrive in Miami on November the 20th, where the naming ceremony and all kinds of ceremonies will take place in a newly revamped, remodeled terminal that she's going to be cruising from. We're excited about that. And then she sets sail on my birthday, November the 21st. How come I'm not on the cruise ship? I don't get it. That's what I wanted for my birthday. Maybe Amanda has surprised me. Maybe we're going to spend Thanksgiving week on the celebration. I think I would know. Amanda's not the planner. I am. But we're happy to see the celebration come over. We have several Islanders on that cruise, and we know that they are having a blast. I have to ask you, Islanders, is there anyone in this community who sailed the original Carnival Celebration? Is there anyone? I don't know. I don't know if there's someone out there. If you've sailed the original Carnival Celebration, let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you're booked on the new Carnival Celebration, we are booked for May the 28th of 23. We're excited about that. If you're booked, let us know in the comments section below. If you're looking to plan a trip maybe on the Carnival Celebration, also let us know. Send us an email at travel@bookislandtime.com. We can help get you the best pricing available, help plan your excursions, your experience, your flights, your hotels, all of it. Let us know. We would love to help you. Now let's get to this interesting conversation today from the Points Guy and author Gene Sloan, the author of this article. Gene points out something interesting, and he's giving away our secrets. Come on, Gene, don't give away the secrets. Gene shares in this article this idea, this concept that there is value in cruising, which we have all known that for a long time. But the point of Gene's article is that there's more value right now in cruising than there's been in a long time, and that if someone is looking to travel from the United States, they need to go on a cruise. Of course, we all know this. We knew this before COVID, but even now, the value in cruising is so much greater. There's so many of us who cruise multiple times a year. And people at home ask us, how do you cruise so often? You're always going on a cruise. We always mention the value. We mention that the pricing is better than what you think it would be. And then when we expose that to new cruisers, they're surprised. Gene points this out. He says this, he shares that prices in airfare are raising tremendously after COVID. And of course, prices in hotels. That right now, if you want to go to a resort, if you want to stay in a hotel, that it's 40% more right now to take that type of vacation than it would be to take a cruise. Now, that's great for cruisers like you and I because that means we can cruise multiple times a year. But Gene, you're giving away the secrets. The ships are going to be full, but Gene is not the only one to point this out. Gene is trying to help people cruise. But Jason Liberty, Royal Caribbean Group's CEO, he pointed this out last week, and he doesn't like the numbers. He thinks that cruising, the prices of cruises, should be inflated, should match that of airlines, should match that of hotels and resorts. Jason Liberty said we've seen this 40% gap to land-based vacations this year. It used to be about 20%. Cruises may be 20% cheaper, which we loved that. I love the 40% even better. We're not happy about that gap. To take it a step further, Gene and Jason are not the only ones who are seeing this price difference in value as well. Gene points out in his article that insurance companies, travel insurance company who insure trips, they know the price of trips because based on the price of your trip will depend on the price of your insurance that you buy for your trip. Travel insurance companies are seeing the same thing. They're saying, if you want value in your vacation, Americans, you need to cruise. Again, they're giving away our secret. Please don't do it. Now, here's the question. Why is this happening? Why is this taking place? Gene points out in this article that the reason why this is taking place is because of how harsh the cruise shutdown was, how hard it was for cruising to start back. Think about this. Hotels they're already open. They stayed open during COVID. Business was low. Resorts stayed open during COVID. Business was low. Cruising, gone. Done. Shut down. And when cruising restarted, it had to take off 0 to 100. And so many people were scared to cruise, and some still haven't come back to cruising that used to cruise all the time. That's the why. Now, how long? How long will this value be in place? How long will prices stay low? Gene thinks we're nearing the end of this awesome value, these cheap prices, and he points out the occupancy numbers from Royal Caribbean and Carnival. He says that cruise lines are sharing, and they are with Wall Street, that occupancy levels are rising, demand is rising, therefore that value is going to shrink, maybe back down to 20%. The prices of cruises are going to go up, they're going to inflate, and to be fair, it's only fair that they inflate and they match what resorts and hotels are showing, but you and I like that 40% off, we do. Islanders, have you seen this added value in cruising, and have you been able to cruise more because the price has been lower the last 18 months? Let us know in the comment section below, and while you're down there, let us invite you. Be part of this active cruise community. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to receive notifications when they upload content. And if you enjoyed the content today, go ahead and give us a thumbs up so this video is shown in front of other people who enjoy cruising and cruise news. We can't wait to see your comments in the comment section below. We'll see you over on our Facebook page as well. And tomorrow, right here on Island Time.